Shri Guru Dattatreya, Swami Samurthaya, Sainathaya, Manikya Prabhave, Gajanana, Shri Guru Yatindra, Raghavendraya, Paramapuja, Avatar, Avadhuta, Jagadguru, Shri Datta Ganapati Sachidananda, Shri Ramakrishna, Paramahansa Maharaja, Sharda Mataye, Ramana Maharshi, Mahavatar Babaji Maharaj, Lahiri Mahasaya, Yukteswar Giri, Yogananda, Gauranga Nitayi, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Trailinga Maharaja, Bhet Narayana, Sadashiva, Brahmendra Maharaja, Neem Karori Baba Maharaja, Adiguru Shankaracharya, Chandrasekhara, Saraswati Maharaja, Nagajata, Jayalakshmi Mata, Jillelamudu Mata, Anandamayi, Tara Mata, Anagha Samet, Gurudatta Maharaj ki Jaya ho Jaya ho. Shri Padarajam Sharanam Prapatye. Shri Padarajam Sharanam Prapatye. Shri Padarajam Sharanam Prapatye. Shri Padarajam Sharanam Prapatye. Today also we have been blessed to continue Satsanga as a part of Bhakti Kriya Yoga through Jaya Guna Sankeerthana. We are very happy to inform and share that Samastha Guru Mandali is blessing Jaya Guna Sankeerthana associates and as well as the disciples across globe. However, most interestingly, our Jayanamagura Sankirtana has been blessed to continue Satsanga as a part of Bhakti Kriya Yoga, the autobiography of a yogi. We are relearning the autobiography of a yogi, wherein which we have successfully been blessed by Paramahansa Yogananda Maharaja and Mahavatar Babaji Maharaja and Shirdi Sainath and Samastha Guru Mandali, Dattappaji. Everyone have blessed us to continue Satsanga. So yesterday in our Satsanga, we have been blessed to some extent. So what is it? Paramahamsa Yogananda Maharaja was doing a deep meditation and he understood that there is some darkness behind the closed eyes. And he immediately thought, and we also relearned that there is a not subtle difference, but a big difference between an incarnation and a normal human being. So he could see the shapes of saints sitting in meditation posture and the two in mountain caves. And it was almost formed like a miniature cinema picture on the large screen of radiance. And then our Paramahamsa Yogananda Maharaj asked those Himalaya yogis, "Who are you?" Then the Himalaya yogis said, almost they have confirmed that we are Himalayan yogis, and the celestial response was very difficult to describe. So that's what Paramahamsa Yogananda Maharaj is telling, that it is beyond words. It has been very, very thrilling act, thrilling kind. Then suddenly, as he also mentioned, Paramahamsa Yogananda Maharaj, that I long to go to the Himalayas. He also mentioned his expression of interest that he also would like to become a monk and keep wandering in mountains. That's what he said. Now, the vision slowly vanished, but the silvery beams expanded in ever widening circles to infinity. So that means closed eyes, then slowly we understood that all some moonlighting kind, then emerging light, then radiant light. These all are the various levels or various experiences in spiritual path. So the same Yogda Maharaja blessed us that if it happens to Yogda Maharaja as a true devotee, for everyone it can happen. Like that, Yogda Maharaja is telling us. And slowly, he also observed the wondrous glow, wondrous glow. Then he asked, like he was asking himself, what is this wondrous glow? Then Lord Ishvara is very, very happy. The satsanga continues in this way. What is this wondrous glow? I am Ishvara. I am light. The voice was as murmuring clouds, very resonating. I want to be one with tea. Out of the slow dwindling of my divine ecstasy, I salvage a permanent legacy of inspiration to seek God. So Yogda Maharaj is telling that I wanted to be one of the or one with thee. That means to be part of God. Out of the slow dwindling of my divine ecstasy. So dwindling, the slow ecstasy, I salvaged a permanent legacy of inspiration. So this has motivated, in simpler words, in our relearning process, every sadhaka disciple can understand or relearn that the permanent legacy was been pushing out. It is highly motivating to, of course, any one of us. So, inspiration to seek God, such a vibration. That what in yesterday's Satsanga we have relearned. Once the permanent God bliss is experienced, we will carve for that. There is no other substitute which can give that kind of a bliss. Yes. Now, He is eternal, ever new joy, Sat Chit Anand. That what our Jagat Guru Paramahansa Yogananda Maharaj is telling, that He is eternal and ever new joy, ever new joy. That means there is no replacement, there is no substitution, there is no definition. Like that, we have to relearn. He says, ever new joy. Every time it's joyous, the bliss state. This memory persisted long after the day of rapture. So Yogda Maharaj is telling that, yes, it was almost memory persisted long after the day of rapture. Another early recollection is outstanding. Yogda Maharaj is telling that another early recollection. So, see what kind of miracles were being encountered by our Paramahansa Yogananda Maharaja. Number one, Amma and Appa, both mother and father, parents, have become a staunch devotee of Lahiri Mahasaya. Number two, slowly, because of blessings and because Yogda Maharaja's incarnation, he got attracted to Lahiri Mahasaya. And Lahiri Mahasaya blessed while he was suffering with the Asiatic cholera. Within no time, it was been cured. That light. And slowly, and the third one, if we can relearn, the third one is on an early day of the morning when he was deeply meditating, he could see that the light and Ishvara, the darshan of Ishvara. That means the vision of Ishvara has appeared. And Ishvara said to Yogda Maharaja that I am Ishvara, I am the light. He described himself because no man can describe how is Ishvara. Ishvara in Mahakaran Lok, we call it as Mahakaran world. That is a separate satsanga. However, so Ishvara, I am the light. He declared, Lord Shiva, because it is impossible to describe, define, and explain. It is only the God. God can only tell us the way He is, that what is happening. So He said, I am the light. And in addition to all these miracles, one more recollection is there to Yogda Maharaja. So another early recollection is outstanding, incredible. That recollection of that memory, the miracle which has been encountered by our Paramahansa Yogda Maharaja. See, if it happens to Yogda Maharaja, it happens to all of us. Yes, it is true. And literally so, for I bear the scar to this day. So that miracle has imprinted. So to that, almost he bears a scar even today. Yogda Maharaj is telling the miracle which has happened is outstanding. And literally, that visualization also is possible. That there was a scar on his hand. My elder sister, Uma, and I were seated in the early morning under a neem tree in our Gorakhpur compound in Gorakhpur, because Yogda Maharaj has been telling us that they kept on moving from house to house, from city to city. So they are now in Gorakhpur. And we know 8 children. And out of that, sister Uma Didi. In Hindi, we call it as Didi. In English, we call it as sister. Uma, sister. My elder sister Uma and I were seated in the early morning under a neem tree in our Gorakhpur compound. So there is a big neem tree in the compound, like lounge, the people say. There is a small garden. In that garden, there is a neem tree. Under that neem tree, because there is a conversation which is taking place between Yogda Maharaja and ours Uma Akka. In Telugu, we call it as Akka. That means sister, Uma sister. Both were sitting under neem tree. She was helping me in my study of a Bengali primer. So what they were discussing with each other, that Uma sister was helping our Yogda Maharaja study of a Bengali primer. Some subject text she was helping Yogda Maharaja. What time I could spare my gaze from the nearby parrots eating ripe margos of fruit. Now this was a conversation which has taken place between Uma sister and Yogda Maharaja. She was helping in Yogda Maharaja study. So what we have to relearn from this? What Yogda Maharaja is telling all the disciples of Jayana, Guna Sankeerthana, and as well as across globe, all the devotees, what is instructing us, that the elderly people should take care of younger brothers and sisters. That is what we have to relearn. In a family, the elder one should take care of younger children or brothers and sisters, siblings, isn't it? That's what he's telling us. When Yogda Maharaja is listening to Uma sister, what is wrong for a younger boy or younger girl to listen to her sister or her brother or his sister or his brother? That is right parenting. So we also, when Yogda Maharaja incarnation is listening to Uma sister, what is wrong? That what a right parenting is has to be in place. That what Yogda Maharaja is telling us to relearn. So elder one should take care of younger siblings. They have to take care. They have to check it. They have to continually monitor, and they have to guide them properly. If you are going in a right direction, your siblings also will follow you. If you are too busy with other activities and got distracted, what is the responsibility you have taken? Is the question. It is a question. People talk big, big things. That's what Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi says. First, you change. Automatically, the way you look at the things and the way you perceive things will get changed. Don't try to change anyone. You change yourself. That's what Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi and Yogda Maharaja is telling us. So, elder one should take care of the siblings. We have to be very disciplined. We have to be very responsible. And we also should be very sensible. So, right parenting is very, 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 very important in this context where Yogda Maharaja is telling us everyone should take responsibility. Now, so she was helping in my in Bengali subject and so on and so forth. So what time I could spare my gaze from the nearby parrots eating ripe margot's fruit. So he is telling that at what time, like how to move or how to uh, slowly the conversation has gone into vision kind. Uma complained of a boil on her leg and fetched a jar of ointment. So when they were talking to each other, Uma's sister complained of a boil on her leg. So there was some boil in her leg and fetched a jar of ointment. So she took out some ointment and trying to apply it. I smeared a bit of the salve on my forearm. Why do you use medicine on a healthy arm? Now look at that, the conversation which is taking place between Uma sister and as well as our Yogda Maharaja. So here it is telling that uh, a small amount of ointment has been or balm on a surface that we have understanding that she's applying it on my forearm. Why do you use medicine on a healthy arm? Well, sis, I feel I'm going to have a boil tomorrow. No, real miracle. This is called as concentrated word. We have relearned that triple unity, thought, deed, and speech, isn't it? So, word, thought, action, or word, thought, deed. All three should be aligned, triple unity. Now, she had a boil on her leg, fetched a jar of ointment. It is good. Now, why do you use medicine on a healthy arm? That is a question raised by Uma sister. See, look at that. Well, sister, so our Yogda Maharaja very humorously would have told, sister, well, I feel I'm going to have a boil tomorrow. I'm testing your ointment on the spot where the boil will appear. Now, look at that. So, he got an intuition and he is very much firm that there will be a boil on his hand or, yes, forearm. And that is the reason I'm testing your ointment on the spot where the boil will appear. Now, immediately, the little sister, our Suma sister, you little liar, she started using harsh words. Little liar, little boy, Yogda Maharaja. Isn't it? That's what we are trying to relearn. She says, little liar. Then Yogda Maharaja says, sister, don't call me a liar until you see what happens in the morning. The indignation filled me. No, you don't say just like that, you liar, little liar, until you see what happens tomorrow. Because Uma's sister got a boil and she's applying the ointment. At the same time, parallelly, Yogda Maharaja is also applying ointment without any boil or a scar. That is very much interesting. Now, see his intuition. He says, sister, don't tell that. Don't tell me, call me liar. You see tomorrow. Then you can take a call. So he says, until you see what happens in the morning, that indignation filled me. That means full, like he thought that it would come. And that is the reason he says that there will be even today there is a scar when he was with uh, body, Yogda Maharaj. Uma, unimpressed, thrice repeated her taunt. See, first she called little liar, and then she's unimpressed. What is this, your Mukund? Like that, she would have told. What is this Mukund? There is a boil, I'm applying it. And for no reason, you are applying ointment or a balm on your forearm and telling that, let us see tomorrow. I'm very, very unimpressed. Like that, she's very much unimpressed. Thrice repeated her taunt. So thrice she told, hey, why you are doing this? I don't believe it, like that. An adamant resolution sounded in my voice as I made slow reply. So Yogda Maharaja, full, because how did he get that intuition? Because of deep concentration and meditation, deep concentration, isn't it? So Yogda Maharaja is telling that an adamant resolution sounded in my voice. Because sister is telling, you little liar, I am unimpressed. What is this you are calling? There is no reason that you are applying it and you are telling that it will happen tomorrow. Now, but he did not reply it fast or with voice. See, that what we have to relearn. This also, Yogda Maharaja is telling us to relearn how to balance when someone is, making or increasing the voice. The more someone is shouting, the other person should silent. Then only the balance of equity or balance of mindset will come. If both are shouting, what happens? It becomes a big hostile kind of a situation. There is a classic uh, parable or a story which used to be discussed or blessed by our Jagat Guru Sri Ramakrishna Paramahansa Maharaja in Satsanga. So, someone, a disciple like Shivana asked, Thakur, Sri Ramakrishna Paramahansa Maharaja, Thakur, yes, my little boy, tell, is telling in Satsanga. You ask me like that. So, the little devotee asked, how we can identify sadhakas, spiritual practitioners, sadhakas, Sanskrit root, sadhaka. That means continuously he is practicing spirituality. Oh, very simple. He said, tell us how we will identify sadhakas. Then he quoted a classic example. When two sadhakas, that means when two spiritual practitioners meet each other, so one person is telling the other person. For instance, Ramu and Shamu, two disciples, Ramu and Shamu. Ramu is telling Shamu, Shamu, yesterday you told something, I have missed it. What is it? Can you say? Shamu is telling, oh Ramu, you also said something. I could not figure it out. It is not in my memory. I lost it. Will you please tell first that? Ramu says, no, 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 Shamu. First you have asked. That is the reason. You tell me first. Shamu is telling, oh Ramu, such a nice man you are. Please you continue. Ramu once again said, Shamu, you start, ma, like that. Immediately Shamu took the conversation, started. What happened on that day when I was talking about Mata Kali? He started. Then Ramu learned everything. He listened everything because that conversation was very pious and sanctified. Then coming back, Ramu told Shamu, Shamu, you told yesterday, told that na you were stuck somewhere. This has happened when I am going with from Dakshineshwar to Bagh Bazaar. In between, I met X person, Y person. That's what I wanted to tell. Oh, thank you. Nice of it, Ramu. Nice of it, Shamu. Both have shaked their hands. And of course, Wi-Fi and all. Of course, in today's digital world, there is Wi-Fi. In those days, only shake hand or namaskar. Namaskar, like that. So both went off. These two are sadhakas. Now, badhakas. The badhaka means a Sanskrit related Telugu word. That means they are not progressing spiritually, but they hurt each other. So, hurting brothers. Badhaka means hurting brothers. Now, two people. Here. These two people's names changed for convenience, not Ramu and Shamu. These both two devotees' names are Veer and Shur. Veer and Shur. Now, Veer is telling, Veer means warrior. Veer is telling, Shur, yesterday you stopped somewhere. I did not understand that. Can you please recollect and tell me? Now, Shur is telling, Viru, you told. First, you said, you stopped the discussion when I was talking. You tell me. Shuru, I've already told you. He's also pointing out finger at him. Shuru, I told you. First, you tell. Shuru is telling. Viru, first you tell. Shuru, you tell. Viru, you tell. You tell. You tell. That's it. Both went on to debate, and almost the situation was hostile, a warlike. They were about to hit to beat each other and damage each other. Those two are called as Badhakas. That means hurting parties. These two are Sadhaka parties. See, Sadhaka. Sadhaka will continuously chant God name whenever time permits and will associate himself with Sattva Guna. These two, Veer and Shur, highly debatable. No one is accepting each other and trying to hurt each other. What it will go, in which direction it will go? Warlike, hostile. So we have to relearn. Let us be our Jainamugana Sankeerthana devotees and divine associates across globe. Everyone should be sadhakas, spiritual practitioners, sadhakas, not badhakas. That means hurting parties. Here, lovely parties. Here, hurting parties. Lovely parties, Ramu and Shamu. Hurting parties, Viru and Shuru. Veera and Shura. I hope everyone understood this. Yes. So, will you commit yourself that we will become Ramu and Shamu or we will become Sadhakas? Please write. Shivana wanted to see because Shivana is a professor, teacher. Shivana wanted to see so that Yogda Maharaja will bless all of us. Shivana is confirming that Shivana wanted to be a Sadhaka. Loving party. Oh, yes, brother. You write, yes, brother. Yes, brother, we promise. Like that, you have to write. Yes, brother, we'll at least try. We may not confirm it because we don't know from where this ego will come out. So we have to write, yes, brother, we will try. Oh, nice of it. Nice of it. Yogda Maharaj is very happy. Samastha Guru Mandali is very happy. We have to, if that what we have to also relearn. If suppose you did not like the situation there, you did not like the persons there, you didn't like the way the surroundings were or are. Sadhaka, what we have to do? Very simple. What Shivana will do? You have a question, huh? Shivana, what you will do, my brother? Shivana will observe. He is disliking that surrounding. Full talking about material world. Shivana slowly will walk away. That's it. If you are disliking, no need of staying there. Just walk a little bit and spend time on your own self. That's it. That what is looked or asked. Excellent. Excellent. Dattanugraha. Now, by the power of will in me, I say that tomorrow I shall have a fairly large boil in this exact place on my arm. And your boil shall swell to twice its present size. See, look at that. So the situation is demanding. Yogda Maharaja wanted to say that the God Spirit, the omnipresent God, is blessing continuously. That only made him to say this. It is not for any other reason. This we call it as self-confidence. Confidence. When you don't have fear, you'll be confident. These are the confident words which are being told by Yogda Maharaj. We have to relearn that. So Yogda Maharaj says, you look at that. You please, tomorrow I'll come to you and show my forearm. And there will be a boil in exact place where I have applied my ointment or the ointment which you bought or whatever it is. And I'm telling you, my sister, your boil shall swell to twice. He also made it. Boil to twice to the present size. Of course, this Leela miracle has to be. That only will help us to increase our faith on the God. These all are the incarnation stories, especially ours, Yogda Maharaja's story from Autobiography of a Yogi, to increase faith, devotion, and scientifically move through Kriya and associate with God, love God, and slowly one hand material life, one hand God. So that's the way he's telling us, instructing us to relearn. So morning found me with a stalwart boiled on the indicated spot. Look at that. Very nice of it. Because time is short, we will do some mantra. Appa will be very, very happy. Please write Jaya Paramahansa Yogananda Maharaja. Jaya Paramahansa Yogananda Maharaja. Acha, can anyone please tell Shivana whether this instrument sound is coming or not? No. This sound voice, it could catch. Please write that. No. Okay. Let us pray Lord Shiva, because Lord Shiva, I am the light, he said. So, everyone, if you are in comfortable position, then only you please do it. Okay? If you are in comfortable position. If not, only listen to this. No problem. God will bless us. No problem. Only he will see the intention. Intention should be fair. That's it. Now, oh, the sound. Okay? Please, Shivana will not say follow. Bad boy. Just observe. From you are sitting straight, number one. If you are in comfortable position, then only. Don't do now exercises. If you are ideally at good place and you are following very seriously the hours Jayanama Guna Sankeerthana now currently. So like this 90 degrees, you have to sit first. 90 degrees. Your spine should be straight. Okay. Comfortably. If you can do lotus posture, okay, no problem. If not, convenient base asana. That means the way we sit. Simple. Even if you are on a chair, no problem. Nothing to worry. Right? But see that the Omkara is starting from below the navel place. Okay? Oh. We are triggering it, I mean pulling, and then slowly we are taking the same Omkar Shabda to the place where it has begun. Observing Dattanugraha. Om. 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 Generally, if we observe, it will start from here only. But the breath that we take down with a little time, that will help us to take it. Okay. Anyway, in online it is difficult. No problem. Om. 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 Shivaya Gurave Rudraya Namaha. 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 Even when you are chanting this, observe the breathing. Okay, no problem. Shivaya Gurave Rudraya Namaham. Shivaya Gurave Rudraya Namaha. 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 Namah Shivayam, 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 Shivaya Gurave Babaji Namaha, 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 Shivayam, Namah Shivayam, Namah Shivayam, Namah Shivayam. Namah Shivayam, 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 Shivaya Gurave Rudraya Namaha, 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 Shivaya Gurave Rudraya Namaha. Please feel Lord Shiva is our family member. Like that you have to feel. Lord Shiva is our family member. We are family of Lord Shiva. Then only that love will push out. Ayo Shivanna also doesn't know much English, but something Yogda Maharaj is blessing. That vibration will come. You have to feel that God is our family member. Then only you can dance within. Dancing within is your most important one. Shivaya Gurave Rudraya Namaha. Why? WHY, why? Because Om Bhim Shim Shwarama Anagha Dataya Namaha. Om Bhim Shim Shwarama Anagham 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 Dataya Namaha. Om Bhim Shim Shwarama Anagam 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 Dataya Namaha. Om Bhim Shim Shwarama Anaga Dataya Namaha. Om Bhim Shim Shwarama Anaga Dataya Namaha. Om Bhim Shim Shwarama Anaga Dataya Namaha, Anagaya Namaha, Anandaya Namaha. Hari Samastha Guru Mandali ki Jai, Samastha Guru Mandali ki Jai, Samastha Guru Mandali ki Jai, Anagha Datta Maharaj ki Jai, Anagha Datta Maharaj ki Jai, Mahavatar Babaji Maharaj ki Jai, Mahavatar Babaji Maharaj ki Jai, तारा माता की जय, तारा माता की जय, समस्त गुरु मंडली की जय, जय नाम गुण संकीर्तन की जय, जय नाम गुण संकीर्तन की जय, जय नाम गुण संकीर्तन की जय.